Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich, and today is Table Talk Thursday. I have our little Table Talk cube here. I've already taken our question out of there, and this one says, "Who have you been jealous of in the past?" This is kind of an odd one, um, because there are people in my life that I have been jealous of in the past. Um, I mean, let's sit back and talk. Jealousy, for one, is an ugly emotion. It can lead to uh, mm, the worst kind of feeling. It can also lead to outrage and, pushback and whatnot, and it can ultimately sometimes lead to very wrong or otherwise illegal actions. I've never been that jealous of somebody. I have my coffee here. I'm actually filming this on the 7th of February. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of Table Talk Thursdays today to try to get um, the videos pre-recorded. So hold on. While I take a drink, go ahead and go down and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you haven't already done that. So let's get into who I've been jealous of in the past. Um, a lot of the jealousy that I hold, and I'm going to be completely honest because this is what Table Talk Thursdays are. A lot of it's just me vlogging about and having a conversation centered around the table topics cube, and I'm not really going to edit any of this out. So, um, a lot of the people that I have been jealous of in the past, and there have been numerous ones, have been people who have been popular for one reason or another. Especially whenever I was in school, I wasn't a popular person. I wasn't athletic. I wasn't somebody who, everybody looked up to or anything like that. I was kind of an outcast, and still kind of am on the outcast fringe. And I, I've just kind of learned to live with it, and it's just something that is what it is, and I'm okay with that. During my meditations through the Inner Temple of Witchcraft, the first um, exercise that Christopher Panzak has in there, um, and I'm gonna just reveal a little bit of what it was with that is, why do I do what I do? Am I doing this for money? Am I doing this for me? Am I doing this for a community? And what I really settled on was, you know what? The people that are going to find my videos and are going to appreciate my videos and are going to, um, subscribe and like and follow me, they're going to be the ones that, you know, like that. They're going to be the ones that find value in that. Let me put it that way. Um, it's not really something that I want to make money at. That's not the main goal. If I make some, that's fantastic, great, whatever. But I have my own little side business of antiques and collectibles and whatnot. And if you want to support me there, that's great. Um, if you go to Christo-Paganism.com, there is a link to my eBay store on there. Um, but once I get that up and running to where it is bringing in um, a household living, then I don't really need my job. I don't need to be popular. There is something in me that needs to come out for the greater community, the Christo-Pagan community, that and I keep on looking over at the computer just to make sure that the sound and everything's picking up right, and that all the lighting's fine and all that. Anyway, if that's distracting, I'm sorry. If you're like me, you're listening to this on earbuds as you're doing household chores anyway. So, anyway, I don't want to necessarily say certain names of who I've been jealous of in the past because, it is what it is. It was what it was. It doesn't matter anymore. Um, are there people that I'm still jealous of that, they are as popular as they are, or they make as much money as they do? A little, yes. I'm not going to lie. There is a little bit of jealousy there. But in the end, what I've come to realize is, that's not what my goal is in life. Um, and that's not where I need to be. And so a lot of that jealousy is just like kind of sloughed away. Now, professionally, whenever talking about my uh, antiques and collect- antiques and collectibles business, I I watch Curiosity Inc. They're on YouTube. Definitely go to their channel if you like watching the antiques and collectibles sides of things and how the business goes and whatnot. And they, what we call, at least down here in the business, what we call stepping in shit. They stumbled into this fantastic opportunity to buy the contents of a hoarder house and everything, and they're going to be approaching probably $500,000 in sales from this one clean out. It was a hoarder house, and I sit there and yes, I'm a little bit jealous of those individuals, of the husband and wife team, and yeah, I'm a little jealous, but they did a lot of hard work, and I've been in the hoarder houses and everything and looked at it and been like, okay, a lot of stuff here, a lot of things to go through, and they busted their butt for it. So am I a little jealous of how much they've gotten and wish I could have gotten it? Yes. Am I ultimately happy that they got it because I think they're going to do some great things with that money? They're setting up a cafe and whatnot to open after the pandemic is over and whatnot. Am I happy for them? Absolutely. Am I still a little jealous? Just a little. Um, and I think that uh, being jealous of certain people can also be a type of like kick in the pants of, hey, Rich, you haven't done a lot with the business, and you need to go and bust your butt to go and do the things that you need to do in order to make this happen. So I think the jealous aspect actually pushes me to work a little harder whenever it's something that I can attain. Whenever it's like the finance aspect, it's something that I could attain if I put a little bit extra effort into it and whatnot. As far as being popular, I'm kind of over that. Would it be nice to be popular? Yes, but ultimately, would I be comfortable in the popularity whenever I look back at it now? No, I am very uncomfortable in situations where I am the center focus of anything. Um, Case in point, I did not want to have a graduation party whenever I graduated high school. It's a common thing, at least in my area. I think it's a common thing, you know, in the US to have a graduation party and everybody like comes together. They give you money and whatnot to help you get started as you have finished high school and you're going into the workforce or into college or whatnot. So, whenever I look back at that, I'm like, I don't want that. I don't like events that are centered around me. I actually had to get an invitation to my own graduation party so I would show up. Um, And it was very awkward. I felt very weird. And even still today, if anybody even sings happy birthday to me, I get very uncomfortable. So the whole popularity thing is very uncomfortable for me. Um, Giving uh, a briefing at work, whenever I was in the military, giving a briefing is very uncomfortable to be center stage. So I don't think I could do that or be in that situation where somebody is constantly coming at me for my opinion on something, as far as, they're tugging at me like, hey, I need you to, do this, I need you to be a spokesman for this. um Little things here and there, like, being a voice for the Christo-Pagan community. Yes, I am totally there for that. And, it is not something that I do for popularity. It's because, the Christo-Pagan community doesn't have a large voice, doesn't have a huge following, and is not widely accepted. So I'm going to be there as an advocate for us and the ones who believe similarly. Again, we don't all believe the same thing, but we all have a type of uh, a type of common thread that runs through our belief system, and I think it's important for anybody that has a channel, that has a platform, to give voice to that, if that's what their calling is. And that has been my calling for years. In the religious aspect, is for unity within religious traditions, to at least acknowledge one another and accept one another and be aware of one another's beliefs, because it is so vital to the human condition. But it's not something that I ever expect to get popular with. It's not something that I get jealous if somebody is popular at it, within that community. Um, let's take Kara QWitch772, friend of mine. I love her as a friend. I think she is fantastic. Or, I'm sorry, that they are fantastic. And I'm not going to edit this out because I am consciously trying to correct my verbiage. That Kara does use the, they, them pronouns, and I want to respect that. And I've talked to Kara before, and they say that if I slip up, that's acceptable. And I want to call myself out on that. So I'm not editing this out. Um, it would be very easy for me to be jealous of them, to be jealous of Kara in particular, because they have such a huge following and so much support and whatnot. It would be easy for me to be jealous of Kara. And I'm not, because I've seen how hard they work at what they do. And I also am really uncomfortable with that much attention being drawn on me, that I'm okay being, a little bit more cloistered and a little less in the sphere of popularity that is out there. So, would it be easy for me to be jealous of Kara? Yes. Am I? Absolutely not. I think that they deserve everything that they get as far as popularity and support and whatnot. And I will be there as a friend to support them every step of the way. So, have I been jealous of people in the past, or who have I been jealous of in the past? It's basically people I went to school with. Until I realized that, you know, the reason I'm jealous is because of something I wouldn't want anyway. Are there people now that I'm jealous of? From a business aspect, absolutely. I think that people like Curiosity Inc., like I said, go subscribe to them. It's a fantastic channel. Am I a little jealous of them? Absolutely. Would I begrudge them any little bit of money that they get from that? No, because they worked very hard at what they did. Uh, within this recent hoarder house that they went through. Um, so yeah, I don't have much jealousy for people anymore. I'm just kind of doing my own little thing in my own little sphere on my own little channel, and I'm kind of loving it. Um, and ever since I did that exercise for the Intertemple Witchcraft, the exercise number one, um, and really evaluated why I'm here and what I'm doing, it's re-cemented what I'm here for and the purpose that I serve and the work that I do. Um, the work that I do and don't get paid for it versus the work that I do and do get paid for, such as my antiques and collectibles business and whatnot. That work is money driven. It's not meant for popularity. It is a job, and it is a thing that I love to do because I get uh, my I get not only money, but I also get to look and handle and process through excuse me, history and historical items, and it's fun and it's fascinating to do that. I get to connect to the stories that are connected to these items, and I think that is fun, fascinating, and wonderful. Um, so it is a love, and it is also a business. Um, so, am I jealous of anybody that makes more money than I do? A little bit. Do they deserve it? Absolutely. So I am also happy for them. So, who am I? Who have I been jealous of in the past? I think I've answered that. Who am I jealous of now? Let's reword the question a little bit. Not really anybody over the grand sphere of things, the grand, uh, looking at the bigger picture. Who am I jealous of now? Not really anybody, because I'm doing what I'm called here to do. So that was a long roundabout way of doing this video, and I went on a little tangent there, but it's the thing with these table talks is that they force you to look internally and answer some hard questions, and I'm kind of loving it. But let me go ahead and get off of here so I can answer more of these questions. Like I said, I'm going to try to get a few of these videos done ahead of time, edited and uploaded onto YouTube so that they are there to be released on a scheduled basis, like I fully intended to with these videos long ago, months ago. I wanted to do these videos and get them out to be on a scheduled basis, but time-wise didn't quite happen that way. Scheduling-wise didn't quite happen. And I'm actually kind of loving this setup more because I'm sitting in front of a camera rambling, and I really don't care to edit as much anymore. So I'm kind of loving this even more than what I actually had planned. So anyway, let me go ahead and get to the next question for next week's Table Talk Thursday that you guys would see. And until then, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.